Hey again, friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Walt Moore, also known as Dan Wilson. And finally got a beautiful sunny day going on here in southeast Missouri. We've had rain day after day after day, and it's finally cleared up. We got some beautiful sunshine going on. So anyway, before we get too far along in today's video, I want to do another quick shout out. Say hi to Kevin and Rachel. I believe I got the names right, over at a channel called Hidden Heights Farm. And if you guys haven't checked them out yet, I recommend you do. And they got a great channel on there. They have a small farm, or I'm not sure what size farm exactly, but somewhere in Oklahoma. They got some great video content on there. I love watching their channel. I watch those guys almost every day. And recently I've been doing some fence building and other stuff there on the farm, showing some great pointers on some fencing and different things for their goats and other animals over there. So I want to say hi to you guys, Kevin and Rachel, Hidden Heights Farm, great channel. You guys got to go check them out sometime. Well guys, as some of you know, I run a small engine outdoor equipment repair business over here in southeast Missouri, where I work on all kinds of stuff: push mowers, riding mowers, chainsaws, string trimmers, wood splitters, garden tillers, chainsaw, whatever comes up that needs repair, just bring it on. I can fix almost anything. And if you guys need some of that work done, leave me a comment down there in the comment section, guys. We'll give me a way to contact you, and we'll meet up and whatever. I can help you guys out any way I can. Well, another video today, guys. I'll show you guys a good way to save some money on your outdoor equipment. I've got a push lawnmower right here. It's way overdue for an oil change. And I thought I'd take a few minutes to show you guys a couple of different methods for changing oil. There's one fast and easy way to do this by using what we call a suction gun. I'll be showing that to you guys here in just a minute, how that thing works. Okay guys, I mentioned a little while ago, here is what we call a suction gun. I bought this a while back, and it's actually the first time I've ever been using this thing. I haven't had it for all that long. And what we have here is a plastic tubing comes off the end of it. Just a little while ago I had to run over to my local hardware store and get some additional tubing, because the tubing that came with the suction gun is too large to go down inside the dipstick hole on the lawnmower that we're going to change oil in. I'm going to show you guys how we do this here in just a little bit. So I've got an extra piece of tubing like this. This is about a 1/4 inch, I think, inside diameter hose, and this fits right down in there. And I got enough length on there so if something comes apart on me, it won't get lost inside the engine. I can just pull it right back out again. So again, suction gun's got a handle here on the end. Show you guys how this works. You run your tubing down inside your dipstick hole on your lawnmower, your whatever it is, your wood splitter, even a four-wheeler, any gas-powered equipment you might have needs an oil change. Just very simply run this tube down inside the dipstick hole and pull back on this lever right here. That creates a suction force on there. That'll suck that old oil right out of there. Make this a super simple fix-up job. To empty this out, find a good container and just push the lever in like this. Pushes the fluid right back out of the suction gun into whatever container you have on hand to catch the material. Simply how that works. Great way for you guys to save some money by doing this on your own equipment, instead of going to one of those expensive repair shops where they're going to charge you probably, I don't know, 15, 25, 30 bucks to do a simple oil change. You guys can do this yourself. Save yourself some money with a suction gun like this. Short piece of hose. Simple deal. Be right back. Okay guys, what I'll show you guys first is one method of changing oil in these machines like this. That's by flipping the lawnmower over to gain access to the drain plug, which is on the bottom side of the engine. One word of caution, guys. You go to do this, especially these push mowers, because they're mostly all pull starters. That means there is no electronic ignition involved, so no key to shut off to keep you guys safe. One thing I'll make sure you do is remove the spark plug wire. Just get a hold of it like this, give it a little bit of a twist, and off it comes. Now by doing that, there's no way this motor can start when you guys are working on this stuff, okay? Now let's flip it over on its side. I'm going to make sure the gas cap is closed securely, make sure the dipstick tube is in tight, and we're going to flip it over on its side. I'm going to show you guys what a hassle it is to drain the oil on this particular machine by doing this method right here. Now first of all, we have the blade right here that's in the way. I got to take this off anyway to resharpen it for long. But for now I just want to get the oil changed. But to gain access to the drain plug, which is underneath this guard right here, turn the blade a little bit so you guys can see a little better. It's got some debris and stuff up in there. The drain plug, I can't show it to you without taking this guard off. What this is a self-propelled push mower. This guard is on here because right above here is a pulley and belt system which operates the drive wheels here on the front. To get to the drain plug, this entire guard has got to come off the machine. Got to take the blade off in order to get this off, and then to get to the drain plug, which is right about underneath there. So before we go through all that hassle of doing that, I'll show you guys a much easier and faster way of doing this. Okay guys, one of the first things we want to do is take a nice clean shop towel like what I have here, wipe off all the top of this, make sure no dirt and stuff is going to get down inside there. Even though we're getting ready to change out the oil, the less contaminants in there, the better. So we wipe this off good, a little more around the top and sides here. So we're going to pull the dipstick out. Here it comes. Of course, it's got oil and stuff all over it. So we're going to need to wipe that off good. Okay guys, out comes the dipstick. We got to have a good shop towel here to wipe that down good. We'll set this aside just for the time being. Another thing too guys, I almost failed to mention, is that before you change out your oil, it's a good idea to start the machine up and let it run for about 2 or 3 minutes, because that will help suspend any contaminants in the engine within the oil. So when you drain the oil out, you're going to drain out all contaminants or anything else that might be in there that is not supposed to be in the engine. Now I had this one started up just a few minutes ago, so I'm considering it good to go. So now we're going to take our suction gun here, wipe the tube off just a little bit. This goes right down inside the dipstick hole there. Okay. You got to jiggle it around just a little bit to make it get down to the bottom of the crankcase. Plenty of length on there. So now we're going to pull back on our suction gun handle, start draining that old oil out of there. Okay, I got the handle locked on there. Got to do that so this oil doesn't just start spewing right back out of there again. Okay guys, what I have here is an empty oil container, just one that I had laying around. We're going to use this to contain the old oil. So now we're going to take our tube out, and you can't help but get a little oily and dirty when doing this. It's just part of it. So we'll get this down inside our container, then release the handle, and hopefully there goes the old oil into the container. Well, there you go guys, got the oil change and the Craftsman push mower all finished up and taken care of. Speaking of oil for small engines, ones like this are about I think that's about 12 horsepower engine, something like that. Anyway, it's 158 cc. So for most small engines of this size, normally I'll use something like 5W30 motor oil. In this case, I got a bottle of Pennzoil right here. It's really good oil. Used it for a lot of years, got really good results with it. Speaking of different brands of oil, there's a lot of good brands out there. I've used Pennzoil for a lot of years. Worked out real good. But for the most part, I'll use 5W30. In some cases, maybe 5W20. I rarely ever put 40 weight motor oil in a small engine. It's a little too thick for these small engines compared to passenger vehicles like cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, what the heck ever. The oil ports are much smaller on these engines, so you don't want to put a real heavyweight motor oil in there. If you do by accident, it's not going to ruin the engine. It's just going to cause possibly some hard starting, and it's not going to flow too well. So usually about 20 weight, 30 weight motor oil is good for small engines on most lawnmowers. The little thing I'm going to pass on to you guys, I got the old camera roll in here. I'm pretty fanatical about funnel usage. I talk a lot about cross-contamination of engine fluid, such as motor oil, antifreeze, coolant, transmission fluid, brake fluid, and I can't think of what else. My point behind that is, guys, I don't ever use the same funnel for every fluid in an engine. It's just not a good idea. I got one funnel here. I just write oil. This is for motor oil only. Now I'll use this on my vehicle as well as lawnmower engines, whatever. But this funnel right here is for oil and oil only. Another one I have right here is marked trans fluid. Now that means transmission fluid, not trans something else you might be thinking of. Transmission fluid. Transmission fluid gets its own funnel. Another one I have here is exclusively for antifreeze coolant. Now, by the way, this is a specially designed funnel right here. This one fits right into the radiator on most vehicles. And use a different funnel, guys, for each type of fluid. That way you don't cross-contaminate things and keep all your fluids clean and all your engines running smoothly. So the oil change went real well using the oil suction gun right there. It took just a matter of minutes, and as I said before, a great way to save money. You can do this yourself quite easily. Get a suction gun like what I have here for about $20, $25, something like that. And I know in the bigger shops they've got the big fancy vacuum pumps, and I've seen other guys on YouTube using their shop vacs and their what the heck ever. And there's a lot of different ways of doing this stuff, guys. But if you want an inexpensive way of doing it, and you don't want to put out $300 or $400 for a big vacuum pump system, get one of these suction guns. I got mine from Harbor Freight Tools, I think is where I bought it, for about 20 bucks, I think. Very inexpensive. Does just as good a job, does it just about as fast as they do in the big repair shops. And guys, you can do this yourself in your own garage, in your driveway, whatever your place is, and save yourself some money. I did all this myself in this little lawnmower right here. If I'd taken this to a repair shop somewhere, that would have been probably a $25 oil change. So I saved myself money by doing this stuff myself, and you guys can too. So that's about it for this video. Thanks guys for checking it out. And if you haven't subscribed yet, that subscribe link, I always tell you guys, just right over there in the corner. Just go there and click on that, or on your iPhone, your iPad, whatever. Just touch on that, whatever. Get subscribed, guys. Got more videos coming up on who knows what, and you don't want to miss out. Don't forget to smash that like button and ring that notification bell so you get notifications every time I upload new video. So again, I'm Walt Morris, knows Dan Wilson. Love you guys. You guys take care. God bless, and I'll check with you guys on the next video.